Hello everyone, welcome back to Court Farms. There's Wes working the field in the plough there, getting the job done. Says it's one of his favourite jobs, so who am I to take that off him? He's having fun. Look at him turning the plough there. He is being super efficient. So we're going to leave him in here actually, because there's quite a few other things on the go. We just popped down in the Land Rover to check him out and to make sure that everything was going alright with him. Now, let's jump in here and let's go for a little bit of a tour. So first and foremost, this is all cut, ready to be windrowed and wrapped. And then we'll get it onto the Bailey trailer there, and then we'll get it into storage. We have already got the other silage bales in here, which we talked about in the last episode. I'd quite like to free up that trailer, and I've got a bit of an idea of how I'm going to do that. So we'll come back to that. You'll see the TW's facing the wrong way there. That is because our new header has arrived. Right, let's just jump out and get this. I didn't get the biggest one, or the widest one I could, just conscious of the width of roads and small fields and things like that, but I think this header will do us fine. It's a foot wider than our old one, but I think with the modern combine and the efficiencies of that, we'll get through crops in double quick time. So, looking forward to giving that a whirl, but we don't need that header just yet, do we? Because our corn is ready, and we need a corn header for that, which we have purchased as well. So, what we're going to do, we're going to go quickly have a look at the 8830 Ford that the dealer told us about, if you remember in the last episode. So that is at one of the farms down here. So we're going to go and have a quick chat with him, have a look at it, find out how interested he is in selling it, and then maybe think about making him an offer. Might look for your guys' advice on that one as well, if it's worth it. And then we're going to head up to the dealership. Again, he's got the old Ford that was dropped off as part of a Part X, so he's got the 5600 down there. We'll check that out, and then we'll be able to see our combine for the very first time. In fact, we're going to bring it home because the field there, as you can see, is ready to go. So we need to get that off and harvested if we can, so we can get that field turned over. Probably throw Wes in with a plough straight away after we're done. So let's head over and have a look at this tractor first, and then we'll report back. Right, here we go. Let's pull up here. He said to head round the back and he'd be waiting for us, so we'll do exactly that. And there it is. Wow, look at that. That is in good nick, isn't it? Oh my goodness, I love that.
Hello FSG. What do you think? She's an absolute beauty, isn't she?
She really is.
She's my pride and joy. I've had her for a few years. I was hoping to show her more after I restored her, but just haven't had the time. So now I think she needs to go to a new home, and I knew you were collecting, so thought you'd be interested.
I'm not collecting, but that seems to be the rumour that's going around, and let's be honest, if I buy this, this will be my third, and there's another one at the dealership which could be my fourth, so, well, maybe I am collecting. This is really, really nice though. Do you mind me asking what you're looking for it?
Sure. I'd be looking for around £40,000 for her.
Whew. 40,000 there, that's not cheap. But it's in really good nick. You've done a great job restoring it.
Aye, she runs like a dream.
No doubt it does. Okay, let me just give it a bit more thought. I'm not going to say yes right now, but definitely interested. Oh, it looks lovely in here. Look at this. Really pristine, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Right. Mind if I fire it up?
Be my guest.
Right, here we go. Oh, it's lovely. Runs like a dream. Yeah. Loving that. Really nice. Okay. Got some thinking to do and some numbers to crunch. Thank you very much for letting me see it though. That's awesome. Let me turn it off. Beautiful. Really, really nice. Okay, I've got some thinking to do. I appreciate it though.
No worries, FSG.
Okay, I'll see you again. Bye-bye.
All the best. Bye.
Wow, that was lovely, wasn't it? Okay, let me know. What do you think? Expensive? What it is, you know, an old tractor like that, it's quite expensive, but what do you think? That really was lovely, wasn't it? Okay, we're heading back past the farm now, heading up towards the dealership. I'm interested to see what that other Ford's like as well. A slightly older version, a lot smaller tractor as well. The older cab on it as well, so interested to see in what state that is. That is a working tractor, so that is likely to need a bit more work doing it than the 8830 there, which has been properly done back up into, I guess, original spec. It was gorgeous. Right, down the hill here. Now, on our left here is the dealership, and I believe, I don't see it, but I believe our combine is parked out, ready for us to take away. I'm actually going to leave the Range Rover here, take the combine back, and I'll send one of the guys to pick up the Range Rover later. There it is. Oh, look at that. It's an absolute beaut. Speaking of beauts, look at this as well. There's the old Ford. A busy old yard here. Let me just park here and we'll check things out. Oh, she's a beaut, isn't she? Definitely needs a little bit of TLC and a new lick of paint, but other than that, absolutely a total blast from my past. I grew up on farms with these. Really is a bit of history here. Let's check it out, shall we? Oof, yeah. I remember these old seats in the Fords. They are the most uncomfortable thing. It's a pretty basic cab in here compared to what we're used to today, isn't it? But oh, it brings back so many memories, this. I love this. Now, he wasn't asking much for this, he just wanted 12,000. I'm inclined to just take this. I'm going to check if it runs, of course. Make sure that's all good, but if it does, this is a no-brainer. Oh, that is a clean start, isn't it? Gorgeous. Right, let's just jump out and have a listen to it from the outside. Right, that's it. Totally convinced by this. I'm having it. Love it. Right, anyway. Turn it off. I mean, we're not even here to look at that old Ford. Look at this. A brand new Class Trian 660. What an absolute beauty. We went for the fatter rear tyres as well. You know what I'm like for a chunky tyre? Well, look at that. Absolute beauty. What a difference this is going to make to us compared to those old machines. We will absolutely scythe through the crops with this. Got our first maze header as well, which looks great. Pretty wide this as well for a maze header. And the unfold action, this compact folded header will work brilliantly on these lanes. So I think nothing left to do but to get this back to the yard. The old Ford there, one of the guys can come along and pick that up later on, but for now we have actually got real work to be doing. So I should probably let Davey know he's got another tractor to play with as well. He'll be happy. But let's check this out, shall we? Yeah, after just sitting in that old Ford, this is a different level. Absolutely lovely inside here. Really quiet as well. Soundproofing's phenomenal. Right, let's fire it up. Let's have a listen. Whisper quiet, isn't it? Oh, whisper quiet. There's a couple of screens there. Good size those screens, aren't they? This is so different from what we had before. So different. Right, I'm going to get the header hooked up. I'm going to get this back to the yard. I think we could just go straight into the field. I'm not even going to take this into the yard. We could just run straight to the field with this and get work started. It is good to go. Header on. That's us. Simple as that. Right. I think we'll see you back at the yard. We don't have far to run, but this is a gorgeous, gorgeous combine. I am properly loving this. We've got the slightly longer pipe on it as well, which should help us with unloading. I'm just sad it's coming towards the end of the season. I'd love to use this a little bit more, but let's get it over to the field. Let's get everything unfolded. Let's have a look at it in all its glory before we dive into the field and get some harvesting done. I'm definitely going to drive this one. Willie said to let him know when we had it, and he'd pop over and drive for us, but I think I'm going to have some fun with this one. We'll maybe get Wes to drive the trailer if he's finished that ploughing. Right, I'm going to lower this down, and then I'm going to unfold it, because the unfold action on this is well worth watching. Check this out. Look at that. Those unfold, and then these all fold forward. Fantastic. Okay, and that is us on the header. We'll unfold the combine. Now it's about 12,000 litres capacity, so not massively bigger than what we had before. But just that little bit, enough to help. So, without further ado, let's fire things up and cut into our first few rows and see what it's like. Okay, it just wants to go. I'm holding it back here. It is wanting to go a lot quicker than this. Fantastic. Just going to check that it's set properly. Make sure there's no crop on the ground. That looks pretty good to me. No kernels down there. Right, I think we're good to go here. I'm just going to radio Wes and make sure that he can bring a trailer over. FSG to Wes.
Go ahead, FSG.
I was just wondering how you're getting on with the ploughing, mate. You fancy taking a break and bringing a trailer over?
Yeah, no worries. I'll ask James if he can take over the plowing for a bit, and I'll bring a trailer over for you. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Excellent. Right, I'm going to push on.
Roger that, FSG. Over and out.
Right, let's go. Right, we're running nicely here, and Wes has brought a trailer up. Now, we've told him to go back and carry on with the ploughing, because this is a relatively small field. I think we can get away with just unloading into the trailer. We've opened up a headland here, and we're not particularly full, although it is yielding well. But it basically means that we can just run from pretty much anywhere in the field over to where the trailer is and get it unloaded, so I'm not concerned about that at all. So we'll push on. We'll have a chat when we're done. Right, I've been relegated to the tractor. Willie came along, he couldn't resist it, and I thought I'd let him have a go. So, we'll help with the unloading, rather than him having to drive around the field to do it. But it's a cracking combine, and the speed we're getting through stuff is frightening. Really is a big difference to what we used to. So, I'm really excited to see what we'll do with this next year. It's definitely going to help the contracting business. Definitely. So, we'll get this full up. As you can see, we're nearly full anyway in the trailer here. We'll go and get this tipped into the silo. And then we'll push on and get this field finished. There we go. And then, there's the grass field there. We need to get that windrowed. And we need to get that picked up as well. So, we've got a busy day ahead of us. Right, let's get this tipped. And then we'll be back, no doubt, before he's ready to unload again. There we go. There's Charles minding himself in the yard, making sure that no trouble going on. We should just be able to tip this over the grate here. There we go. Hopefully there's some good money in this. Definitely a good crop, and it's yielding really well. Right. Let's reverse out of here and back to the field. Now, just as we drive past this shed, I've heard a rumour that the pellet business has gone bust. So that shed is going to be dismantled so they can make a bit of money out of it. But it's going to leave that plot empty there, and I've got an idea which I'm not going to share with you just yet, but I'm thinking about the future, and I'm thinking about what we do, and I'm going to do something. I think I'm going to make sure I can afford it, but then I'm going to do something with that space if we can. Now, here comes Willie. He's got the big parts of the field left. In fact, I think he'll get everything in this next hopper. We probably don't even need to be here. So, do you know what I'll do? I'll reverse this over here, and I am gonna go and get the TW just for a bit of fun, because I don't drive it very often, so I'm looking forward to driving it. And I am gonna get the grass windrowed while we'll wait for this to be finished. So let's park this somewhere like this, where it's easily accessible, and we'll walk back and get the TW and do a bit of work. Right, I think for a bit of a change I might do this by hand. There we go. Look at Wes still going in, ploughing in the field there, doing a great job. I'm going to give this a go by hand. We'll start on the headlands, which I know isn't the most ideal thing to do because you want those tidied up at the end, but just give it a run, see how we get on. Quite enjoying just driving the tractors at the moment, so we will do that, and then we'll be back. So we'll see you in a little minute. Right, there we go. Just finishing off this last row or two. It's scrappy in places, but I've enjoyed it. So that's what really counts. Square off this bit here. There we go. Okay. That didn't take long at all, did it? Now I also notice it's like the combine's done as well. So we'll head over, we'll get that all tidied up and put away. And I also spotted that Wes was maybe on the headlands now as well, with the plough. So we're making progress all over the place. Look, there's Charles going for a wander in the field. He's everywhere, isn't he? Right, let's get this back in the shed. We're going to pull the baler out. I'm not going to use the baler on the TW, that's a bit of an ask for it. So if we unload the corn from the trailer, we could use the Valtra. And look, there's the fast track all ready and prepped to pick up bales, so we're in a good position here. Well, it didn't take long to get this pretty dirty, did it? But what a great job it did. What a fantastic machine. This has been, I think, the best investment we've made since we took over the farm. Right, let's get this over to the pressure washer and cleaned, and then we'll get it tucked in the shed. We don't have any other jobs on the go at the moment. We might get the odd contract, but it is getting towards the end of harvest season, so it's very likely we won't see anything else again this year, but you never know. Right, we're all clean, but the other problem is I don't know where to put it. It won't go into this shed behind us, just because of the height of the way that the rear wheels lift the back end off the ground. It just won't go in with the auger pipe. There's not a lot of space next to the chopper with a tank there. I think we probably have to clean out this shed here, move the machinery and some of the supplies out of there. But we ain't going to do that now, so I'm going to have to just park it up here, I think, which is not ideal, but it'll do the job. There we go. Let's stick it there, and we'll worry about where we park it later. But yes, definitely, I think moving the roller and the power harrow there might be the order of the day. The other option is we can put it down in the big shed here, but problems for another time. Anyway, how happy am I to have this on the farm? So good. Right, let's go and get the grain. Let's tip that trailer, and let's get the Valtra to use baling in the field behind the cowshed. Right, here we are again. Let's get this tipped. And another job well done. We will check how much we've got in stock after this. Right, there we go, 33,000 litres, max price 505, so 16, nearly 17,000 price-wise coming up in January, so that's not too bad. At the moment, everything looking pretty good here. Milk, we could get rid of some milk actually. That's not a million miles off its highest price, and selling well that, so we should definitely get rid of some of that. Other than that, everything looking good. Silage is the biggie in January. Well, actually, there's a lot of things at their best price in January, because obviously it's the middle of winter. Our linseed there as well, so we've got quite a little bit of stuff in stock now, which is good. Right, let's just park the baler here, because before we start baling this field, I want to show you how we're going to deal with the storage in the shed now. I'm going to reverse back up here, because our bales that have been sitting here for ages, we want this trailer back. So what I've done is added in anywhere bale storage here from Argsy Gaming, and as you can see, as I pull those out now, they have become stored bales at the back of the shed there, which is very handy for not snarling up equipment and leaving the equipment with stuff in it for ages on end, which is what has really happened with this trailer for, crikey, best part of 12 months. So what we can do now is we can park this around the side of the shed, out of the way. Let's just pop it here for now. But that's a really nice addition to the farm. I'm really pleased with that, which means, again, when we collect the bales from this field just now, we could potentially run them directly from the field with the JCB straight into the shed. We don't even need to drop them onto a trailer. So let's just run around here again and have a look at this in all its glory, because it is a very clever and very handy thing to have on the farm. There we go, and then we can just pluck out the bales as and when we need them. And it will take a lot of bales as well. It'll take 200 bales in here, so it's perfect for us. So there you go, very cool. Right, we're going to get in position here, we're going to get all lined up, but we're actually going to stop now for this episode because time has got away from us. But we'll fire up the baler at the start of the next episode and get these bales collected and into the shed. So on that note, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series still. I know I am. Great to have our new combine. That feels like a huge step forward. So until the next time, thanks for watching. Take care. See you soon. Bye for now.